Balaam's donkey, Numbers 22.21 to 38. In the ancient land of Moab, a tale unfolds of Balaam, a prophet, and a donkey's story untold. A journey was set to a distant place, but little did they know the marvels they would face. Balaam, a man renowned for his gift of speech, was summoned by Balak, a king who did beseech. Curse the Israelites, the king did insist, for they threaten my land, and I cannot resist. Balaam, conflicted, sought the Lord's command, to discern if he should heed the king's demand. But God, in his wisdom, sent forth a decree, that Balaam must not go, nor curse the Israelites, you see. Yet Balaam, enticed by riches and gain, sought to journey with Balak, despite God's restraint. So he saddled his donkey and set off on his way. But God had a lesson in store for that fateful day. As Balaam rode forth, an angel did appear, brandishing a sword, causing great fear. But the donkey, perceiving the angel's might, veered off the path to avoid a deadly plight. Balaam, blinded by his own desires and greed, struck the donkey, not knowing the greater deed. But the donkey, in anguish, spoke with a voice, "Why do you strike me? What is your choice?" Balaam, stunned and amazed, could not believe his ears, for a donkey's rebuke had shattered his fears. The Lord had opened the donkey's mouth to speak, to teach Balaam a lesson, profound and unique. The angel revealed himself, to Balaam's surprise, and spoke of God's command, no longer disguised. "Why have you struck your donkey 3 times? I have come to prevent you from committing such crimes." Balaam, humbled and shaken, fell to his knees, realizing the error of his ways with ease. He repented before the Lord, acknowledging his sin, and sought guidance on the path he should begin. God, in his mercy, spoke to Balaam once more, allowing him to proceed, but with words to adore. He blessed the Israelites, instead of bringing a curse, for God's favor upon them no man could reverse. And so, Balaam continued his journey ahead, with a humbled spirit and the Lord's words to spread through hills and valleys. The path winded long, as Balaam and his donkey pressed on, strong. But the donkey, now wiser, carried a new-found grace, aware of the angel's presence in that sacred space. They arrived at Balak's court, where the king awaited, eager for Balaam's curses, his heart agitated. But Balaam, touched by divine revelation, could only speak the words of God's salvation. Instead of cursing, blessings flowed from his lips, proclaiming God's goodness like a celestial eclipse. For Balaam had learned a lesson so profound, that obedience to God's will is where true blessings abound. The story of Balaam's donkey speaks volumes still, a tale of humility, submission, and God's will. It reminds us to listen, even to the humblest voice, for God can speak through the least expected choice. Like Balaam, we may be blinded by our own desires, seeking paths that lead to worldly heights and fires. But God, in his love, will steer us back on course, using unlikely messengers to deliver his force. Let us heed the lessons from this ancient tale, to humble ourselves, for pride can make us frail. And let us listen closely to the voice of the least, for God's wisdom often hides in the lowliest beast. May we have the discernment to know right from wrong, to follow God's guidance, to which we belong. And may our hearts be open to the wonders unseen, as we journey through life, where God's miracles convene. For the story of Balaam's donkey reminds us all, that even in the midst of trials, great and small, God's wisdom and love will always prevail, leading us on the path where blessings never fail. So let us walk with humility and trust in his way, embracing the lessons learned from that eventful day. And may the story of Balaam's donkey forever remain a testament to God's grace and wisdom to sustain.